I can't. Some of y'all, I can't believe that preacher just said that. He says, what? Now watch it. But that kissing led to some of his shooting down. Somebody say amen. Everybody? Huh? Everybody okay? That young man, I don't know if he left the house this morning with the intent on messing up. But bless God, when the opportunity for some fun happened, he took that opportunity. Everybody okay? And it was worth more than his spiritual health. I hear this all the time. Probably 45 times a week. Well, preacher, this is going to make some of you mad. Well, preacher, all I'm trying to do is find some happiness in my life. I hear this all the time. Preacher, I deserve to be happy. Let me ask you a question this morning. Do you think God ever said anything in the scriptures about your happiness? No. Very good. Some of you read the scriptures. Congratulations. For those of you who haven't, Google it, because I know you're not going to do the legwork with the concordance. Google it and see if God said happiness anywhere in the scriptures. He doesn't care about your happiness. Amen. Because happiness is based on happenings, and happenings change. Somebody say amen. Amen. You like your job till they fire you. Somebody help me out. Amen.
Yeah.
You like your girlfriend until you get married. Somebody say amen. Right?
Oh, me.
Happenings change. They change. So God doesn't care about your happiness. Here's the deal. Watch it now. So much of us spend our entire life running after happiness.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we change jobs. We're trying to find
happiness.
Come on, wake up. We'll get real. That's why we change spouses. We're trying to find happiness. Come on, wake up. That's why we change churches. Trying to find happiness. Everybody okay? That's why we change friends, because they don't make us happy anymore. Yeah. Brother Kerry, come help me out. Hurry up. Brother Kerry's a good guy. I love messing with Brother Kerry. He's a soldier on Wednesday nights. He'll do whatever right. So Brother Kerry's a good old boy. He's an average Christian. Y'all say hello, average Christian. Kerry's looking for happiness. I consider myself a pretty happy-go-lucky fella, so I'm happiness. Okay, Brother Kerry? All right, so you're looking for me. So you reach out and try to grab me. No? Come on. I thought you were looking for happiness. So happiness, turn to your neighbor and say happiness is elusive.
It is elusive.
Some of y'all are like, elusive? What does that word mean? I don't even know. Elusive. It's elusive. Listen to me very carefully. You don't need to spend your time looking for happiness. Happiness will run from you.
Yeah.
When you find the will of God, guess what else will find you? Happiness. Because God cares about your joy. Say that with me. God cares about your what? Joy. And that comes from the inside. And I'm out of breath. That comes from the inside. You listening? So watch it. God cares about your joy. When you find the will of God, guess what else you'll find?
Happiness. Amen.
Years ago, there was a guy, you can sit down. There's a guy in my church, and he came in and he said, well, preacher, he said, I just tell you what, man, I just can't get happy. I said, next Sunday you're going to the nursing home ministry with me. He said, oh, I don't want to do that. I said, oh, yeah, you are. He went for 4 weeks. Guess what? All of a sudden one day he came in church and he was smiling ear to ear. There were some shut-ins in there. He started going to see them every week. Bringing them stuff, running errands for them, trying to reconnect them with their kids. He ended up taking over that nursing home ministry. He was retired. And all the way till the day he died, he was one of the happiest old men I've ever met in my entire life. You say, preacher, what did he realize? He realized that there were other people worse off than him. Somebody say amen. And he realized there were other things in life than just being selfish about themselves. Somebody say amen. And he realized he needed to find the will of God, and guess what found him? Happiness.
Amen.
But we spend our whole life skipping boundaries we're not supposed to be in, trying to find happiness.
Yeah.
Preacher, what happens when we start trespassing? Well, stuff becomes more important than it should. The pursuit of happiness becomes more important than our spiritual well-being. Ugh, here we go. We're almost done. This is obvious. Somebody help me out right here. When you start trespassing, you start ignoring the signs.
Amen.
When I jumped those barbed wire fences to fish, guess what? I saw the signs. Now, if the policeman would have asked me if I saw them, I'd have said, no, I didn't see them. Then I've been guilty of lying and trespassing. Somebody say amen. But I'd ask God to forgive me. He's under the blood. That was a joke. Some of y'all didn't know that. Any of y'all did. Listen, I was ignoring the sign. That young man at Six Flags, he was ignoring the sign. Hey, you know, interesting fact? I think it's interesting. Did you know 231 people died being hit by trains last year? Doesn't that number seem a little high to you? I mean, here's a train track. Everybody knows what runs down the train track. Somebody say amen right there. Everybody okay? And not only is there a train track, when a train comes down a track, it is very loud. And I think train drivers, engineers, whatever they're called, I think they love their horns. Anybody ever live by a train? We hear you, Jack Cummins! I guess 231 people did. And then there's these huge crossbars. Anybody drive? You know what I'm talking about? And then you got the Sesame Street ding-a-ling thing that goes ding-dong, ding-dong. You know, all these red lights. You would think 231 people got hit by a train. Everybody okay? But somewhere down the line, some of these folks ignored this. They talked to one guy who lost his leg. You know what he said? He said, I was daydreaming and I didn't hear the train coming. What kind of alternate universe are you in where you can't hear a train coming down? And sometimes I want to ask some of you that when the invitation hits, what kind of alternate universe are you in where you can't get rid of that sin that's about to kill you? Amen. He's caught up in some unrealistic world.
Yeah, that's right.
Another guy that got stuck on the track in his truck. This is what he said. All of us have been here before. Don't act like you hadn't done it. Well, I thought I could beat it. Yeah, come on. Y'all don't lie. Everybody's been here. Come on. Everybody tried to beat the train. Nobody wants to wait on that thing. Huh? Well, I thought I could beat it.
Yeah.
And even though you've watched your friends and family and other Christians around you get destroyed by the same sin you're involved in, you somehow think that it won't affect you.
Amen.
You can beat it. Here's the first thing that addict will tell you. I'm not addicted. I can put it down anytime I want.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that somebody's involved in sin will tell me, oh, it's not really nothing major. I'm not in sin. I'm just piddling with it. Okay? I don't piddle with rattlesnakes. Somebody say, hey, man, they bite.
We're having a private conversation.
Quit piddling.
When you begin to start trespassing, stuff becomes more important than it should. Pursuit of happiness becomes more important than your spiritual health. You begin to ignore the signs. And then we're done this morning. Please listen. You take a gamble when you start to jump the no trespassing sign. You take a gamble about whether you'll ever make it back out.
Yeah.
That's right.
Say it again. I said you take a gamble.
Right.
50-50 shot. I told you, there are plenty of times that I've jumped back over that barbed wire fence with a stringer full of fish, went home, cleaned them, ate them. No big deal. What mom and daddy don't know won't hurt them. Somebody say amen. Boy, where'd you catch all them fish at? The pond. And there are several times that I really have been shot at.
Yeah.
Never got hit, but been shot at. I wonder if one of them would have actually hit me and killed me. What a stupid thing to die for. A bunch of fish.
Amen.
Everybody okay?
Yes.
50-50 shot. Please listen this morning. His name was Chris. He was one of my best friends growing up. Alabama, we were in church together. The teen department, my dad was the pastor. Chris was a phenomenal young man. I would dare say that Chris was probably one of the most talented speakers I'd ever heard at his age. At the age of 17 years old, he taught Sunday school class at our church. He was assistant children's pastor, senior in high school. He even covered the pulpit for my dad from time to time. He was 3 years older than I was. He was a phenomenal speaker. He had a lot of good things. I remember the day that he came to church and he looked a lot different than he normally did. He wasn't quite as happy or joyous. He had a meeting with my dad after the morning service. Well, when my dad left the meeting, my dad looked kind of like he did. Chris told my dad, he said, Brother Bishop, he said, I have AIDS. He said, I just got diagnosed with it last week. My dad said, this is very crippling, Chris. Because you see, it's a communicable disease. Couldn't teach Sunday school anymore. Couldn't drink from our water fountains and go to the same bathrooms. Couldn't even shake hands unless somebody in our church approached him because of the disease. My dad asked him, Chris, how did you contract it? And he said, one night with one girl, after being somewhere I shouldn't have been, partaking in something I shouldn't have partaken. One night. Who's going to know? Not that big a deal. But just take care of it later. I watched Chris drop to 135 pounds. And at the age of 23, we buried Chris Haynes. Say, preacher, what a waste. And yet somehow you think that you're an exception to the rule and that you're going to keep on jumping the fence, playing with things you shouldn't be playing with. You're going to make it out. And maybe you do. Maybe you end up like Proverbs, where you're an illustration. Somebody else's servant. Edge of God's will. Please don't look at that. The lights are off. Let's be still for just a few minutes. Say, preacher, that's a little too tough a message for a Sunday morning. You should have saved that one for the Sunday night in the wisdom. Maybe I should have. That's what God did. I have no idea your personal life. I don't know where you are. I don't know what you're involved with. Many of you, I see you a couple of times a week. I have no clue what happens behind closed doors. And don't want to know. It's your business. I wonder if we're living our spiritual life on property that belongs to the enemy. Trespassing. Well, preacher, I'm not actually doing anything wrong. I'm just in the general neighborhood. I'm just fostering an environment where it could happen, but I'm not wrong. So what is it that's become so important that would separate your fellowship from God? And when did we become so driven by happiness? That's become more important in our relationship. We just ignore this. Because the rules don't apply to us. The other day I was at Sam's and I was eating some of their free food. They got samples there. And I was watching a little boy in a buggy. And the lady at the sample desk, she said, just take one. And his dad was there with him. And they both took one. And the lady started talking to another customer. And I guess the dad liked the stuff. He took like 3 or 4 more while she had it. And we laughed. It was funny. But that's how most of us live our lives. The rules don't apply to us. Just to everybody else. And which time when you hop that fence? Which time are you never going to make it back? Heads are bowed, eyes are closed. Let me ask you a question. Maybe this morning you say, preacher, I've been gambling, but not with what you're talking about. I've been gambling with my soul. I'm not even sure I'm a Christian. I mean, I hear the stories about Jesus, and I see the cross, and I kind of get the gist of what's going on. But I've never made it personal. If I were to die today, I have no idea. God spend eternity. I know of Jesus, but I don't know him as a personal friend. We're not here to embarrass you. We're not going to come get you and drag you down the aisle. But if that's you this morning, would you have enough courage to slip up your hand and say, preacher, I need Jesus this morning? Is there anybody like that? Say, preacher, I need Jesus Christ this morning. I see one. Here in just a moment, we're going to give the invitation. You can pray in your pew. You don't have to come down here. There's nothing special about these benches. But if you feel the Holy Spirit talking you to come, don't ignore him. To do that is to ignore one of the signs. To the one who raised their hand, don't wait. Today is the day of salvation. If you need prayer, maybe Christian, we just need to simply ask God's forgiveness. Jump back over the fence. Get back on the right side. The gracious Heavenly Father, bless us this morning. Go with us in the invitation. Lord, do a work in our lives. Lord, help us to come back to you. In your precious and holy name. Amen. You can stand, heads are bowed, eyes are closed. The altars are open this morning for whatever you need. Here, if you need prayer, business.